I'm taking the time right now to watch and catch up on all the shows that I normally would watch, but I haven't been able to because it's just been too busy and too hectic. Just watching Justified right now, and it's hilarious because Dave Foley is on Justified, which is weird because like Justified isn't really like a comedy kind of show, but last year they had Patton Oswalt on there, so now they got Dave Foley. It's kind of cool, and he's playing a Canadian criminal kind of guy, and Will Sasso also playing a criminal from Canada, and it's just weird to think that okay, like you've got this weird Canadian element in there, but we're bad guys, because normally you don't really put those two things together, but there you go. Justified has Canadian criminals in it. So weird. So I'm going to play a little bit of the game Brothers, just so you can see what I mean by like you have to use the two analog sticks and the buttons and stuff like that. Yeah, so here you go. So the right thumbstick moves him, and then the R2 button makes him do an action, and then the left thumbstick moves him, and then the left L2 makes him do an action. So he usually shows you what direction you need to go in. However, I see that there are animals down here, so let's see if there's anything we can do here. You can ride the goats? Hey, you can ride the goats. Cool. Does he also ride goats? Thinking you need to ride goats with this section. This is like so hard to do with the PS3 controller because right and left buttons are built in such a way that your fingers just slide off of them. So if you need to hold them for an extended period of time, it just doesn't work. I have to fix whatever that is. Yeah, so that's kind of what you have to do in this game. And it's hard to control. Because a lot of the times you're like, you know what you have to do, but it's so hard to get your thumbs and your fingers to do the right thing. I am not looking forward to going out today. Look how windy it's going to be. It's going to suck walking. So, yes. Yes, Cheryl. This is going to be one of those moments where I wear a scarf. And lots of layers and hats and everything. Way too cold right now. So wait 20 minutes for the right bus to come. And if I keep my phone out any longer, it's going to freeze and just turn off. So I'm going to wait again until I'm indoors and at home. Just inside, just finished teaching. Now, time for me to go home. It's not as bad as it was a while back. It's still kind of cold, but that's alright. And there's my old friend, the wind. Okay. Putting the phone away before it freezes. Safely back at home, and now playing more Brothers, because it's addictive, and I want to know more of the storyline. Will they save their dad? Who knows?
Okay. Hey guys. So, to say that it's cold outside would be an underestimate. My cheeks hurt a lot, and I just walked home from work. Then I went across the street to Giant Tiger, and now I'm cold. And my cheeks hurt. I already said that. I almost fell down because it's so windy. That wasn't fun either. But the good news is, I'm pretty much home. You can't even see me because I put the camera down by accident. I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm home. And it's not as cold in here, so that's a good thing. Thank goodness.
face has not changed for like the past 5 minutes because of all the things that have just happened in this game. Like, holy crap. So I beat the game, and I understand now why some people have this as like game of the year. Ending that you don't see coming, but really good nonetheless. So if you haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? It's really good. It's it's an indie game called Brothers, and PlayStation Network has it for free, and PlayStation Plus rather has it free. It's on Xbox, and it's also like on computer on Steam. Play it. It's good. And now Cheryl is going to play it. So, although I don't think it's going to have quite the same ending because she watched the ending when she came home. She came home at like the most pivotal moment in the game, and I'm like, okay. Here she is, and she's using the other controller. She's using that one.
That one. It's a hard mechanism to figure out. I mean, it's not hard to figure out in your head. In your head, you know what you're supposed to be doing, but it doesn't really translate properly to your hands. So, like there. Like there. I just went the wrong way. I feel like this is going to be a horrendous part too. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I understand what I'm supposed to do. That was not what you're supposed to do. I have to get over there somehow. I don't like this part. No. I have to somehow throw him. I'm thinking. I feel like that might be too violent of a solution. Because I can see I have to go around because there's a ledge.
You have to go around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think so. Because there's a ledge there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I should probably follow said ledge. But now I don't know where to go. Oh! Okay. Didn't think of trying to swing the rope. Get it now. I figured it out. And now I'm just motoring. I get it now. It's really cool. It's one of those things where I'm like, I know this is happening for a reason, but how do I use this? But we got it. Beat it. And it was one of the best storyline games I've ever played, and the best, like, I don't want to say mechanics because that's a funny word to use, but I guess mechanics of how
Control scheme?
Yeah, of how you use it. Although it's really hard to get used to at the beginning, by the end it's just kind of automatic. I think I would have been more impacted emotionally had I not watched the ending already.
Whose fault is that?
Both of ours.
Why is it my fault?
You could have been like, look away, just don't come in here. I just gotten home.
Stared at you.
Home.
I stared at her and was like,
I didn't know.
Doing this. Okay, put yourself in my shoes. If that had just happened in the game,
yeah,
would you not also be speechless?
Well, yes. It was just funny. I knew it was coming at some point, but, I mean, it was still very emotional. I don't want to say what emotions, but it was emotional. And, yeah.
Better or the same as Rain?
I would have to say that it was better than Rain. Just because, well, I mean, because the story is better. But Rain confused me. The story confused me. Like, you have to put a lot of thought, and, like, none of Rain is obvious. Like, the relationships aren't obvious. What is happening is not obvious. Whereas in this game, it grabs you right away, and you understand what's happening. So you kind of get attached to it faster than Rain.
What do you feel about the lack of English? Or the lack of any language?
It didn't really bother me. There's pointing and you can explore, but you can't explore too much. So that it kind of leads you down the right path, but without making it super obvious as to what you're supposed to do and where you're supposed to go.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
We have a very long day tomorrow that starts very early. So good night, people.
Night. Bye.
Go get it. I always say it every single time, but
Drop my really appointment